because of what I feel in the room, I'm gonna share my whole experience with you. Definitely. I was a young guy. I went to school, just about got through education. But the important thing about my youth was that I was athletic. I was probably the best footballer in my school, the fastest runner in my school, and the future looked bright for me. Yeah. So the question is, it's only when, not if. You understand? Okay. So now that's happened. I've met Lincoln Christie to encourage me to become an athletic runner. I've met Frank Lampard to encourage me to become a footballer. So what happens to Sam? So, age 16, friends happen. I go down the wrong path. Started from little street robbery to bigger robbery to prison for 3 years and 9 months. Now, as you know, the street team helps young offenders. But there's an important thing that happened in my prison time that everyone has to understand now is that I got the chance to sit down for once and think. Now, there's a lot of things that happen in everybody's lives that you don't sit down and you don't think. You don't think about who you are, you don't think about where you're going, and you don't think about what life really means to you. And that's what happened to me. I ended up in prison for 3 years and 9 months and walking a totally different path. In prison at that time, I met Perry and I met Adam, who was here earlier, who talked to me about Cricket for Change. Told me about the charity. Adam has this routine speech that he speaks, which is really funny. But yeah, he speaks a routine speech, and I was interested, but another thing you have to understand is that people come to prison all the time and they tell you about this and they tell you about that and what they can do for you, but it never really happens. But Cricket for Change followed it through. A week after I came out, Adam calling me, Sam, where are you? I want to meet you. I got work for you, you know. And I would say I am very fortunate. I am very fortunate to get that opportunity to have work as soon as I come out of prison. But that's just the beginning. That's just the beginning. Now, I still have to ask a lot of questions. Like Ian said, which I loved, was I still have to ask a lot of questions about myself. Now, okay, you're out of prison. You're now classed as an ex-offender. So maybe they would say that you're limited. But I'm not going to touch too much on limited right now. But they would say that you're limited. But what do you do? What are you going to do? Forget about what they're saying, but what are you going to do? Because in yourself, has anybody ever known that you're brilliant, but you kept it like a secret? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's true. I mean, I knew I'm the best, and I'm there. And when people are talking, you're like, they're like, oh yeah, I can do this, but I'm like, I can do it better than you. And you know you can do it better than them. You not saying that they're not brilliant, but you know you're brilliant also. You know what I mean? So yeah, so I kept my brilliance like a secret, and I said, no, Sam, it's time to stop keeping your brilliance as a secret because I have two younger brothers that are counting on me to become brilliant. Now, let me give you a bit of story about now. I'm a law degree studying student. So, but I believe that there's a story that happens. We all know what we want to be the end, but there's a story that happens in the middle. And if we doubt it, the story can end up so wrong. That is one key that I really feel like I use to help the young people, that there is a story. And you can end up cheating yourself of the brilliance that you can achieve if you do not believe in your own story. You don't believe, because yeah, times get rough. But if I didn't take the time to sit down in prison and realize that opportunity that I had in my weakness, in my hard time, I would never be here standing in front of you today. And I would never be studying law because I would still believe that me studying law, I can barely read a book for 30 minutes. So, I would always say to everyone, especially young people who I work with mostly nowadays, listen, there's a story before the glory. That's what I call it. Story before the glory. Yeah? There is a story before the glory.